Howdy folks, it's episode 49 of my blind old school RuneScape playthrough from years ago. This episode was primarily recorded back in August of 2021. My main focus in this window was completing combat achievements. Combat achievements are really cool. I wish they had existed when I started playing the account because I probably would have used them for my 10-man rule set. Let's go ahead and get to it. Hey, and there's Mining 86. Probably going to wrap up here soon. But it occurred to me that one of the bosses I need to do for combat achievements is Hespori, which I've already killed like almost 80 times. But the reason I bring up Hespori is that it's a sporadic boss, so I can't fight it all the time. So I may as well try to get as many kills as I can per day. Same for Scotizo. Unfortunately, I need Scotizo for a medium achievement. So I'm probably going to have to pick a monster to farm in the Current Catacombs to get a totem together, because I don't think I have a totem right now. But it looks like several of the Hespori achievements are like speedrunning related, which, oof, rough for a sporadic boss. Alright, so we're going to try to do some Hespori here for combat achievements. I'm just going to try to get speedrunning one, I guess. Let's give it a shot. Alright, let's see. 107, personal best 105. Wow, I have to kill it faster than my personal best. Yikes. Okay. Well, I got the Weed Whacker achievement, so we got to get Hesperisant, which is finished off with a special attack, and finished off without using any prayer points, which I guess I'll try next time.
I work on some medium combat achievements, but I'm kind of bummed out because I need to get a whole bunch of kills from Scotizo and Hespori. Hespori I can do because I have like 40 seeds in the bank, but Scotizo, since I have no reason to do Slayer, and I really don't want to go bursting neck reels or anything like that, it's probably going to take me a really long time, even just to get the totem pieces, and I don't need to like level anything, so like going and AFKing Onkos is going to be pretty slow. So I might just have to like deal with that. Considered trying to find another mob in the Current Catacombs that would be interesting to fight for other reasons, like maybe like brutal dragons or something, for the money drops. But let me do everything but Scotizo, get that out of the way, and then once I'm able to narrow it down, I'm able to narrow it down. So if I do that, let's do deal 300 damage to creatures using undead thralls. You must have a Book of the Dead in your possession to cast this spell. Didn't know that. Okay. Probably can do Onkos, actually. Bring the Bone Crusher, I guess. Oh, I like the zombie graphic. That's cool. Oh, they're color-coded based on the kind of damage that they deal. There's sit back and relax. Okay. I might go do a brutal black dragon, which I don't think you're supposed to fight with melee, but I'm curious to give it a try. I like the new look of the Archaeus spellbook, too. It did a good job of making it look different than the ancient spellbook, which it used to look pretty similar to. Dragons over here. There's a task. Brutal, big, black, and fiery. Whoa, when did Dragon Bones crash so much? Holy crap. Maybe it's because of the Ash Sanctifier? Kind of shocking, actually. Wish I could, like, do something to craft the Black Dragonhide while I was here, you know? This is reasonably AFK, though. I'm not actually taking terribly much damage. Definitely had it worse. I think it's probably easier to do than Rune Dragons. So 1 in 185 for a totem drop, which isn't great. I would have to be here for many, many hours. Probably have to fight something easier. Just kind of staying here until I run out of supplies for now. Dragon Dart tips. I might need these anyway. It's fun. I got 10 kills? 88k? Neat. Let's keep going down the list of medium achievements then. Brutal Black Dragon's done. Thrall is done. I'm gonna get some Barrows here. Geez, I haven't done Barrows in a minute. I think the best way to get the Barrows achievements is to go with Ancient Spellbook. I have to do 2 clears because the last one I did for the easy task, I ended up taking damage, and one of the things I have to do is not take any damage, so... I don't think I've ever done Barrows with the Toxic Blowpipe. I think I left Barrows a really long time ago. Kill Carol using only damage from special attacks. Really? Do that first, actually. I think I can just do that via teleporting a whole bunch. I think, maybe. Just like that. Easy peasy. Very cool. I gotta get at least 2 more clears after this. I gotta do one to win without taking any damage from any of the brothers. Just gonna use aggressive use of prayer. And then I have to get one where you kill all the brothers without ever having more than 0 prayer. Should be doable. Probably try to do that at the same time as the one where I try to ice burst all of them to keep them from attacking me. Alright, let's see if we can kill the melee brothers without letting them melee you. Well, failed that. Push the coffin and immediately run to the opposite side of the coffin. Okay. Try that for next time. Pray for success. Okay, we gotta do several more of these, I think. Probably doing 2 more kills. I'm probably gonna continue to try to get the one where the melee guys can't hit me, which basically requires that the final brother be Aram or Carol, so I'm gonna try to see if I can force that here. It's not gonna be this run. Tried to do the kiting one, but I don't know if it's gonna work. So much for that plan. Guess I didn't try. It's not the one I need right now, but I'm going to try to do Faithless Barrows run since it's going to involve me having to root the melee brothers anyway. Just got Faithless Crypt run for doing it all with 0 prayer. That wasn't too bad. Now I just got to keep going until I can get the don't take damage from the melee brothers, which might take me a bit of attempts. I'm still getting used to it. I got it perfect so far. I just need to not fuck up Guthin, and we should be good, hopefully. Cool, I think we got it. I just gotta go kill Aram now, and then I'm done. Beautiful. Bears can't touch me. Fantastic. Figure out what I'm doing next here. I think it's Dagonoth for Rex we want to do. I never got a crystal shield on the live servers. I'm probably going to want that, but I'll come back to it in a second. Alright, we're going to do Dagonoth Rex. Technically, I need 150 KC, so I might stay beyond just getting the kill the boss while he's immobilized unlock. Really forgotten how to get to this boss. I haven't done this in so long. No adventures in the cave. Okay. So, I remember this being a massive pain in the butt, so I have to try to figure out if I can make it to where Rex is safe to farm or not. Let's see. Okay, made it to the safe spot, so that's exciting. Having telegraph runes is kind of a pain. Got the Frozen King achievement, that's what we're here for. Dagonoth bones are noted, which is delightful. Alright, this is going to be kill 150 for Dagonoth Rex, which I don't need for the medium diary. I think it's for the hard combat achievement. But I wanted to just get it done while I was here. Probably wasted a bunch of runes in the process, but ended up with like 22 noted Dagonoth bones, so that's cool. Way over prepared on gear. Or supplies, rather. I don't think I needed any food. Maybe I needed 1 prayer potion. Certainly didn't need 3 antidote pluses, but I really didn't completely understand how powerful the Saradomin God Sword is for sustain. It's really, really good. I'll probably come back here to do Tribrids at some point. Alright, hard combat task. Dagonoth Rex Adept. Let's get out of here. And then I need to do something else. Something kind of AFK, which isn't going to be medium combat diaries. So I think I'm going to try to do Brutal Black Dragons again, and maybe change up the gear that I'm bringing. I'm trying to decide if I want to bring the Arceus Spellbook, because it burns prayer. Oof, I think to do this I'm going to need to buy some Fire Runes. I guess it's 80 casts. I am going to have to buy some later though, so I will try to at some point. Let me see how long I can get away with sustaining this here. I don't know if it's going to be good or not. I think there might also be a more efficient way to get to these dragons. That one I'm not super sure about. I forgot to bring my Bone Crusher. Try to remember that next time. I am about to die because I forgot to bring a house teleport. Oh shit. Not great.
Yup, died to hellhounds of all things. That's going to be an expensive death. Oof. So used to just having teleports all the time. Bummer. Bummer. 220k. Oh god. I think the alk drops I got are going to kind of pay for that a little bit. I maybe could have teleported out with Reminisce on the Book of the Dead, but I wasn't able to press the buttons in time to do it, you know. Alright, so this isn't the thing that I want to AFK. I mean, it's pretty good, but it's a little bit too high risk for me. How about instead we just do the Uncos? Still a terrible drop rate. It's going to take me forever to get a single Scotizo kill, but zero risk, easy, etc., etc. Pray for Ancient Shards and Dark Totems. Probably smarter long term would be to finish this Hydra task and then keep fishing for more Hydra tasks, and every time I get a Catacombs task, just come do it, because whenever you get a superior to spawn, it's guaranteed to drop a totem piece. Probably way better than this bullshit. I'm probably not going to be AFK at this for a very long time. I just got to eat some food and get some work done. Then we'll get back to medium combat achievements. Just got a Dragon Spear drop from Onkos. What the hell is the drop rate on that? Dragon Spear from Onkos is a 1 in 259,413 drop, because I'm not wielding a Ring of Wealth. Worth it. Yeah, there it is right there. Dragon Spear, 1 in 259k. Alright, no totems. I did get an Ancient Shard. Probably gonna call Onkos for now. I got some time. We're gonna go do medium achievement bosses. So I think Chaos Fanatic is the first one we want to fight here. Which should be pretty fast. Apparently I haven't fought him in forever. God. I'm just gonna bring the blowpipe and that's it. That should be fine, right? Someone's fighting it? No shit. It's kind of surprising, actually. Maybe they're going for the combat diary because they have to get like 50 kills and I already have that. I just need to not get hit by his bullshit here. Apparently he hit me once. That's unfortunate. Didn't even see it happen. Got it that time. Without drinking any potion which restores prayer or leaving the wilderness. Fuck that. Do that one later. Can skip that one for now. Alright, let's do the Crazy Archaeologist. Should be pretty quick. Well, I got hit by it. He went into a weird corner there. Alright, we should be able to beat him next time though, I think. Try that again. Less stupidly this time, maybe. We got the second one. Rather not learn. Okay. I just out of curiosity, does he have any other higher tier? Okay, hit magic only 50 times. Okay, he's done. Ranged Archaeologist is next. I can fight with more gear. He's basically the same fight. Okay. I've seen a number of players with 50 Deranged Archaeologist kills. It's gone up like massively. I wonder what my ranking is. I was one of the only players in the game to even be ranked for it. Like, I want to say there's a player who's like fought every boss in the game and is on the leaderboard for every boss in the game except for Deranged Archaeologist previously. Which is funny. Mage of the Swamp done. Got it. I'd rather be illiterate. Easy. Okay, so we pretty much just need to do Giant Mole, King Black Dragon, Seracnus, and Scotizo. Scotizo is going to take me forever. If I'd only saved all of my Scotizo totems for the release of combat achievements, it would have been fine. Oh shit, killed the Giant Mole without her burrowing more than 2 times. Damn, that sounds difficult, to say the least. Killed the Giant Mole with 4 or less instances of damage. Jesus Christ. Pretty much requires the Dragon Claws, presumably. I guess Darok can pull it off. Man, if my Dragon Dagger hadn't whiffed there, I would have gotten it. The one for under 2 burrows. I think I'm going to get it now, though. Nice. Why are you running? without her damaging anyone. Within 10 seconds of her resurfacing. Oh, really? Did that not count? I guess I just barely wasn't close enough for whack-a-mole. Come on, one more hit. You're the worst. I might try to go for the 4 instances of damage one. I'm gonna look into what else I would need other than Darox. 4 huge hits in a row on the same kill. Jesus. Try to get her to die to poison as soon as she surfaces would be nice. I don't know if hitting zeros counts as an instance of damage. Be interesting to find out. That counted. Cool. Well, that was way easier than I thought it was going to be. Still need to kill it when it resurfaces, so I'm going to keep going for that. It's lucky I got the big hits on my first attempt there. It probably would have taken forever otherwise. Whack-a-mole seems like it's going to be a huge pain in the ass, although maybe I can venom the boss. Give that a try. Let's see. I'm assuming the boss can be venomed. Converts to poison. Okay. Well, that answers that question. Come on, quick hit. Let's go. Whack that mole. Don't think the poison ever landed, unfortunately. Oh, it did, okay. But we need to not hit it so hard. Yikes. I think I just got it. Whack-a-mole. There we go. First try. Jeez, that was way harder than it needed to be. Right. Just confirming that should show giant mole is done. Sure does. It's in green there. You love to see it. Okay, I think it's Sarachnis and KBD now. Guess I'll do Sarachnis first. I haven't done Sarachnis in a really long time, so I don't know if I remember how the fight works. I think there's like ads, you gotta run across the room. I think it's that you want to do range most of the time, and when you get in melee range, you gotta switch to protect from melee. Newspaper enthusiasts. Try to get one more kill here. Oh, it's possible to do the don't let her do a range attack twice in a row thing. I think it is, but I can get lucky on the rotation she takes, I guess. Yeah, she just did it twice in a row again. I don't know if I can stop that, to be honest. Got the one where she doesn't do damage to anyone. Gotta try to force her to not use her ranged attack more than once. And I honestly don't know how that's possible. It must be like reverting to a center area every few hits. Oh, I already fucked it up. Or maybe I didn't. I don't need to not take damage, I just need to not let her range attack more than once. That's gonna count though if I revert too early. Shit. Okay, so you can't like run away. Just gotta hope that she goes the right way, I guess. Try to read the guide for it here. It always seems like she gets at least 2 off, but I guess I can keep trying. Regaining my muscle memory for this boss. I fought her a lot before. Just got it, I think. Yeah, ready to pounce. Get out of here. Cool. They're both easier than I was expecting. Oh, this green. Love to see it. Come down to just KBD for medium tasks. And Scotizo, obviously, but can't do that easily. Protect from melee, stab weapon, anti-fire potion. Okay, let me get my KBD info together here. I think there's a reward for killing it 10 times without leaving the instance, so I might make a honest effort at that. We'll see. Okay, I'll give this a shot here. Hopefully I don't regret it. Our rate's already peaking. I don't have that much insane gear on me. Oh, I have a Slayer helm by mistake. Oops. Hopefully that doesn't cause a problem for me. Just hide penetration. I got all the medium achievements. Trying to see what else I can get. I think the main one is going to have to be getting 10 kills in a trip, which should be possible. There's Who is the King now. Guess I'll stay and burn through the rest of my supplies. Why not? Okay. Got a good chunk of kills there. 17 kills without having to leave. I think I'm going to go try to get these... It's frustrating, but I'm going to try to get these stupid totem pieces. I think it's a hard sell when I don't have... Sorry, I can use my words. It's a hard sell when I don't have any reason to do Slayer, right? Because I feel like I get most of them through Slayer. I've actually killed Scotizo 25 times. I had just saved a totem or two. I was sitting on them for the longest time, too. Oh. Alright, well, let's start by doing Onkos, because those are like 0 effort. Drop rate is miserable, but 0 effort is better than small amount of effort. I'm way over drop rate, or I'm doing really well on Ancient Shards. It's like 1 in 300 or something, and I already have 4 of them. But I don't want Ancient Shards, I want totem pieces, so... I think my plan is to do Onkos until I hit the drop rate for a totem, and then we'll go do something else. Maybe I'll do this like once a day until we get all the totem pieces. I don't think I'm going to be doing the elite combat diaries or combat achievements because they're just, it's too much. I think there's stuff on the elite table that's probably outside of my ability to devote time to RuneScape. But I would like to at least finish the hard ones because then you get the private God Wars dungeon instances and some other nice improvements. So I bring all of that up to say that all we need is 1 Scotizo kill to finish the medium and hard achievements, so that's good. Apparently I have enough nuggets for a gem bag and didn't realize it, so I'll probably redeem that later. Alright, I'm over the drop rate for the totem, but I kind of just want to get this done, so I'm just going to stay here. It's AFK, I got stuff to work on. I don't care about the timer anymore, so enjoy this being very aggressively fast-forwarded. I'm going to go grab the gem bag really quick, though. Alright, here's gem bag. Let's go. Alright, I now have all of the interesting, unique things that you can buy with gold nuggets, and I can spend the rest of them on gems and soft clay, so that's cool. Back to Onkos. I'll see you in several hours of fast-forwarding, probably. Bye. Hey, I finally got a totem piece. And another ancient shard. 2 more to go. It's going to take 6 more hours. Hey, another dark totem. 1 more. I am suddenly more inspired now because I only need 1 more drop instead of needing 3. So any Onko kill could be the end of this grind now. That one came in about on schedule, and we're about at drop rate now, so hopefully 400 or fewer kills to go. Hey, just got the last piece, finally. What a grind. That was 1,420, so I ended up getting all 3, a little under rate overall, which isn't too bad, and walked out with about 613k worth of runes. So that's nice. That pays for the runes I used earlier on Dagonoth Rex, and then some. So let me get out of here real quick. I'm just going to stand at a bank and gather myself, and we'll probably go get this Scotizo kill to clear out the medium diary. I know I have to do at least 2 kills because all of the other ones involve killing it with things other than Arclight. So we're just going to do the Arclight kill to get the hard diary, and then if I ever come back for elite diaries 1,000 hours from now, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I'm not going to stress out about it right now. I need to get no altars active and a Demon Bane weapon equipped. The second one's easy. The first one I'm worried about if an altar happens to spawn as I hit the killing blow. So I'm just going to pray that that doesn't happen. I guess before I fight it, I have to go do this clue scroll. So I'll do that first. Hold on. All right, hard casket. Ancient full helm. Gothic's full helm. So I'll just throw those in the treasure chest here, and then we'll go do Scotizo proper. All right, let's actually do Scotizo now. For reals, no fooling. Gear up here. Probably should have brought more stamina potions. Hopefully this doesn't bite me in the butt here. I forgot to hit the timer. I'll fix it in a second. Ooh, almost had the exact thing I was worried about where I hit him right as an altar activated. A lot of damage too. I might screw this up. There's a very significant chance I'm going to screw this up. Don't spawn a thing, please, for the love of God. Oh God, don't hit him, don't hit him. That was close. Shit, one just spawned. Oh, I didn't get it. Oh, I want to die. Oh, I didn't get it. Because one spawned on the tick that I killed him. Oh, that's so depressing. And there's nothing I can do about it. I'm just fucked. I'll see ya. I'll try to fix the timer for next time. Bye. Alright, well, I got a really early totem piece. Can't talk too much right now, but I'm less shook up about the issue from before with Scotizo. I'll talk about it later. Bye. Alright, just got the second totem piece. We're way ahead of drop rate now, so one more and this nightmare will be over. I went ahead and did the hard clue scrolls that have dropped, so I'm sitting on a few caskets. I'll open them tomorrow. Hey, I got crazy lucky there when I wasn't able to talk and got 3 totem pieces in like an hour. The previous totem took me 4.5 hours, so I actually don't have a ton of time. I do have a second, though, to go try to get this run out of the way. Otherwise, I'm going to go crazy if I keep thinking about it. So I kind of just want to go do it, you know? So I'm going to gear up. The thing I didn't get to say was that I guess when you fight Scotizo without Arclight, the towers eventually, or the altars eventually despawn permanently. I don't have to worry about having an unlucky run where it spawns on the moment I kill the boss. So I'm going to try to get as many of the remaining achievements as I can in a single run. I'm not holding my breath, but it could happen. We'll see. We have to do it at range then, so I gotta research that real quick. Okay, so what we need to do, we need to try to take no damage, which involves being on Protect from Magic and staying far away from the boss the whole time. When the ads get spawned, I'm going to try to freeze them. I think they should be freezable because they have bad magic stats. There's not a lot of detail about this on the wiki because obviously no one bothers with the ads under normal circumstances. So I have to take no damage. I have to kill all the altars twice, I think, to keep them permanently from respawning. And I have to kill the boss with a Chinchampa explosion. So that reminds me, I need to see the southwest tile highlighted. Should put on the heart rate monitor for this. I'm just gonna try really hard not to fuck it up. We'll see what happens. Basically need to be ready to run the instant ads start spawning. I think is it around the 50% mark, maybe? Altars are respawning, which is very alarming. I didn't think that was supposed to happen. Need to try to trap these guys on the opposite side of the boss, I think. Really gotta line these guys up better. It's freaking me out. Shit, shit, shit. Water retaliate's been part of my problem here, okay. Please don't hit me, for the love of God. Stressing me out real bad. Didn't know they wouldn't get stuck on the boss. It's the thing that I've learned that's alarming. I think he just resummons ads, so I might not be able to do the master one, which is fine. Either way, though, let's kill... Oh, shit. Shit, 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 shit. Oh, I got hit. Son of a bitch. Well, I may as well try to go for the master one, then. I got, like, lagged as he was coming at me there. That sucks. I don't think I'm going to do the elite ones anyway. I'm just trying to do it just cause, you know? I think eventually doing it with no damage taken is going to be much easier than trying to do this. Yeah, sometimes hitting the thing makes me think that I froze them, but I didn't. That's what's driving me crazy here. So close. Need to hit him one more time with the chin. God damn it. Keep accidentally attacking instead of casting the spell. I had this a second ago. Fortunately, the boss regenerates a decent amount of health. Precise positioning, up for the challenge, demonic weakening. I think I missed one still, but I'm not sure. I'll check in a second. Oh, did I not finish that hard clue? Right, I think I banked a clue with a wilderness step in it. It's fine. I got the important ones, I think. Okay, let me check here. I think I still need to get don't take damage, but I got precise positioning, which is arguably harder, so... Kill Scotizo without taking any damage, yeah. That should be easy, but it's only elite, so we'll come back to that in 1,000 hours, maybe. The main thing is that I got the medium one, which means I've now done all medium tier combat achievements. And I don't need to do this for a really long time. Hooray! 25 minutes Scotizo fight, Jesus Christ. Too bad I got hit a couple times by the ads. Or I would just be done with Scotizo, but... Hey, good morning, folks. Yeah, I just knocked out that kill last night. Completely forgot to do the hard clue scroll from it. I got a handful of things to do and go pick up the Kingdom of Miscellanea approval, move some money around, open these caskets. And I might start working on the hard achievements other than the group ones, like God Wars Dungeon. So let me get the clue scroll out of the way first. I know I still have one Scotizo achievement to go for, but like I said, some of the stuff on the elite achievement list is not something that I expect to be able to finish in the next 1,000 hours. So, you know, if we start actually pushing the elite achievements, I'm going to be fine to have that one be the last Scotizo one. And should be easy to do whenever we come back to it that much time from now. I knew I forgot something. I was just talking to myself as I got to the top of the pyramid about not forgetting to put my clue stuff back. I think that one I forget more than any other clue. It took forever, but I got my casket. Let's open 4 reward caskets, because why not? Nothing. 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 Gilded. Oh, trimmed red d'hide chaps. We have 3 tasks completed because they reduced the KC requirements for a bunch of bosses, so that's nice. Those are all basically master too. Yeah, Cerberus master. The bummer with the hard tasks is that it's going to involve me fighting some Slayer monsters, I think. Yeah. So I'm going to have to finish my Alchemical Hydra task. Wish I could just do Boss Slayer. Remember that proposal for Boss Slayer that was, well, I thought it was cool. People hated it, but that was the original response to my Reddit post that was like, let us hold Slayer tasks, please. I guess I could unlock Slayer task holding, but I honestly don't know how many Slayer points I have remaining because I spent a ton of them on skipping to try to get my first Hydra task. We're going to talk about combat achievements. Completed a combat tier. Completed all the easy tasks. Oh, that's interesting. The sword hilt doesn't replace the old sword hilt. Wonder if that's intentional. Neat. Dump these lamps on prayer. As I do. Well, all that for 15k XP. Like, the actual number of hours it takes to get all the combat achievements is quite high, actually. So I can't do Sire. Kree and Gerardo are group bosses. Callisto's a group boss. I can solo Chaos Elemental. I should be able to do that. I don't know about the flincher, though. I don't think I've ever flinched it. Can't do Grotesque Guardians. I can do his Hespori. Finish off his Hespori with a special attack. I want to say there's other Hespori tasks in here. Don't lose any prayer points. Less than 48 seconds. Okay, well, I'm very likely not going to get both of those, but I can give it a try. Probably should do this with the Arceus spellbook if I go for the speedrun achievements later. Okay, we got the one achievement. That's good. We're here for. Nowhere near the speedrun requirements, though. Jeez. Alright, I'm going to look through these hard achievements and add them to the wiki tracker here. Elite task to kill the Calify Queen using only the Verax flail as a weapon, which basically requires the whole Verax set, which would require me to do a bunch more
sparrows. So yeah, we'll consider the elite tasks kind of out of reach at the moment. I think I'm going to give Scorpia a try, which is a little tricky because I'm bringing a bunch of runes that I risk the whole time. Just have to limit the risk if we go for it. Oh, we can just bring a trident. I guess we're not freezing the boss. Well, the main achievements I need: kill Scorpia without taking damage from her, kill Scorpia without killing her guardians. So I think we have to do a freeze run at least one time. This is probably fine, my current setup. And I just need to bring only in exactly the runes that I'm willing to risk. So let's do, I guess, 100 should be enough for a kill each time, I would hope. Just trying to get an achievement kill here, and then I'm going to go with a different setup to get the 50 KC. I'm actually not sure if boxing the magic axes still works or if they changed that. I think they made some wilderness changes about like singles plus combat, but I'm not super clear on how it works, to be honest. I think I got without killing her guardians. Yeah. So I just barely have enough left to try to go for the don't take damage from her. Yeah, we're running out of runes. That's okay. No one else comes in here. I might be able to preserve the kill. I'm not sure how achievement tracking works for a boss like this. Alright. Well, so much for this skill. She hit me right as I walked in. Oh, because I switched weapons, I don't have autocast. Okay, that was the problem. Walk right into her. Yeah, I keep getting hit. I keep trying to... It's really annoying. When I come back, I'm gonna switch out the Master Wand for the Staff of the Dead. Trident. We just hit her with Venom early, and then just try to manually freeze the Guardians, I guess. Oh, what I should have been doing all along. Oh shit, someone else is here now. Just God, I can't reach that. Cool. Now I just need to get 50 KC. 40 to go. Holy shit, Odium Shard 3. Let's get the fuck out of here. Turn this on. Might actually try to build the Odium thing. That's cool. It's my first ever one of those shards. Odium Ward. What's the use case for that? Ranger Shield. Oh, that's unfortunate. I guess I can trade it, right, because the Mage Buckler is the one I'd be more likely to use because I have the Twisted Buckler. And I still don't know what use case I have for the Twisted Buckler, if any. But because of equivalent exchange, I can swap them. Alright, that's 20 KC. I should probably go take a break, so I'm going to step out of here. I think my favorite thing about combat achievements right now is that it's kind of like shaping the order in which I play stuff, which was something I wasn't getting to enjoy so much towards the end of the game, where it was like, well, I got to do 50 Corp KC and 50 Scorpia KC for the high scores, but like, there's no structure to make me do it one way or the other. So that's nice. Okay, we're going to get back to Scorpia in a bit, but I got to do some AFK-ish stuff. I'm actually going to start by trying to clean up my bank a little bit, do some alking. Okay, I'm back to having over 30 slots. I think being under 800 is important to me as far as bank tabs, bank slots. So I'm going to go do Motherlode Mine for not very long. I'm just going to finish up a little bit of work here. And then maybe we'll come back and finish up Scorpia. We'll see. Okay, I think I have some time to go finish up Scorpia, but I'm going to step away for a quick break before I do. All right, I got a hard clue scroll in there, so I'm going to do it real quick before I come back. I don't know what her drop rate is for the hard clue. I'll just bank it. It's easier than trying to come back here. There's 50 KC and the hard combat achievement. I'm going to have to fight Scorpia again if I come back for the elite achievements later, but I think that's like a
1,000 hours from now type thing, so I'm just going to bounce. It's cool. I had Scorpia 50kc on my list anyway, just to get on the leaderboards for it, so I'm happy to be on there. I guess I shouldn't talk about making it all the way through this without getting PK'd until I actually make it out, but didn't lose any runes. All right, didn't get PK'd once. Beautiful. Very nice. All right, I might be able to fit in a little bit more stuff here, but I think I'm going to take a break before I do. Talk to you soon. Bye. Okay, I have a little bit of time. I'm going to try to bank some ecumenical keys for when we eventually go to fight God War's Dungeon achievements, so... Alright, just got my last ecumenical key. That took 40 minutes for 4 keys. It's not too bad. 1 for 10 minutes. I've got 5 in the bank now, so I'll get around to doing that at some point. Hey, good morning, folks. Played some Motherlode Mine for about an hour there without commentary. So I'm going to do a little bit more Motherlode Mine here as I've got some work to clean up. I probably want to continue doing some hard combat achievements. I did install what I think is like one of my favorite plugins that just got added yesterday morning. I was messing around with it on the fast forward, and it's Interact Highlight. Oh my god, this is amazing. Like, I think I said previously that back in like episode 1 that one of my biggest problems with this game was the lack of player feedback on action, right? Like, so it's absolutely necessary that I have this plugin that shows me what tile I'm currently highlighting and shows me what tile I've clicked. And this is the equivalent of that, except for interacting with people, where it'll hover yellow and then change purple when I click them, or it'll hover blue and then change green when I click them. And then I guess attackable NPCs will hover orange and then change red when I click them. It's a game changer. I really hope that makes it to the vanilla client, because it just makes everything easier for me. And better, because I'm all about passive player feedback in video games. I need the game to tell me that it accepted my input. I'm guessing this is going to help a lot. It would have been nice to have this for Scorpia, actually, because getting the little highlight when I click on like one of the guardians would have been really nice to know that, yes, it accepted my spellcast, for example. So anyway, I'm not going to spend a ton of time here, I don't think, but come back and do some hard combat achievements. I'll see you. All right, so for the hard achievements, there are several Slayer bosses on that list, and unfortunately, I've done all of the achievements from those Slayer bosses back when I got my KC on them on my way to Slayer 95. And I do not need Slayer XP at all. Like, I have zero interest in hitting Slayer 99. I don't think there are any mechanics that I care about from it. But I am going to have to finish up my Alchemical Hydra task. I actually don't know how many Slayer reward points I'm sitting on. I know I burned through most of them while trying to get my initial Hydra task. So I'm going to go to Konar. I'm going to see what the situation is there. I think I do want Slayer task holding, although I still need the Ferocious Gloves from Hydra. So maybe it's worth continuing to do the task until I get the Ferocious Gloves to drop. Okay, so I have 852 points, which is not enough to buy store tasks. All right, I'll try to work up to it. In that case, I'm going to go do these clues, and then we'll see how long I can survive Hydra. Hydra is an extremely attentive task that is just completely draining for me, so I don't know how long I can do it and maintain my sanity. Hard casket. Garbage. Oh, I guess that's an ancient plate skirt, technically, so, I mean, ancient is the worst thing for it to be, since it doesn't actually count in God War's Dungeon, but hey, I can put it in storage. That's neat. I'll do this beginner clue scroll, and then I'm gonna see how long I can tolerate Hydra before I want to jump off a cliff. What an incredible beginner casket. 4 Chaos Runes. Okay, let's try Hydra. I'm probably going to be really bad in my first couple kills because I have zero muscle memory for this.
Been taking monkfish. Let me take some dark crabs here just because I don't remember what the hell I'm doing. Probably want to bring the Arceus spellbook to this later. I guess it makes it harder for me to restore in my house. Alright, I'm not going to go for any achievements for... I've got, what, how many? 100 kills do I need? 134 kills? I'm not going to go for any achievements here. I'm just going to see if I can pull it off as is, you know? Do I even remember what most of this means? Okay, well, let's use... I'm on headphones here. Right, need to dodge that next time. It's kind of sort of coming back to me here. Looks like there's a sound cue now and it changes attack styles. That's kind of cool. At least I remembered how to do the fire skip. That's nice. I got one shitty kill and got 3 achievements for it. Oh my god, are you kidding? Hydra leather. Welcome back to... Oh, I'm out of here. Jeez. No shit. That's so exciting. I can't even begin to tell you how exciting that is. That's the Ferocious Gloves, isn't it? Let me check. Holy crap. Yeah, 1 Hydra Leather Ferocious Gloves. Take it to the piece of machinery southwest of the large pool in the Lithgren Vault. Along with a hammer. Dude, that's so cool! Welcome back to RuneScape. Holy shit. Alright, hammer. I'm gonna go make this because I'm gonna use this for the boss. I think it's an upgrade. It's crazy exciting. I'm gonna keep doing kills. Although, I might not need to. I think the only other thing I need from the Hydra... I guess there's the ring. Okay, there's still other interesting things to get from the ring. Ferocious Gloves. Ferocious Gloves. Drops all the defense bonuses, but gives us more melee strength and attack bonus. Yeah, let's fucking do it. Let us go. Dude. I am super stoked about that. It's extremely exciting. Alright, let's get back to it, I guess. Jeez. I gotta review the other drops I want from the Hydra. I think it's... Got the claw, we got the leather. Yeah. Claw, leather. I think we need a Hydra Fang, Hydra Heart, Hydra Tail. And if I get those drops, you know, presuming I've got all the other achievements, I might just leave and just go kill regular Hydras to clear out the task. Still pretty rusty. I had a pretty good run last time, but the fire and poison got timed kind of badly. I gotta practice the poison dodge better. It's too bad the achievements weren't out when I first attempted this boss, because I had this guy, like, tick perfect, multiple kills. Looks like I do need to get to 250 KC for an achievement, so I'll probably keep going for that regardless. I've gotten Flame Skipper. Personal best 146. I came just short of the speedrun time. Unrequired anti-poisons. Very cool. 15 times without leaving the room. I have to do that with lots and lots of per potions. I use about a per potion per kill right now. Hey, perfect Hydra. No damage taken. Beautiful. I got an elite clue. I got really excited for a second. Pretty good set of kills there. Got this boss is kind of fun, even though it's draining. Alright, let's see if we can do this elite clue. And one of my steps is a wilderness step. Always a bummer when I have to change out gear. I don't know what the best way to get to Lava Dragon Isle is anymore. It's been a while. Level 35 obelisk, probably, maybe. That was pretty early elite casket. Alright, what we get? Nothing. It's actually quite terrible. Okay. It's fine. I guess back to Hydra. And it really kills your momentum to go out to do a clue sometimes.
Okay, I am starting to get Hydra fatigue, even though this boss is fun and I'm pretty good at it. And when I come back, I'm probably going to do something AFK, like Motherlode Mine for a bit. So I need to figure out, every time I've tried to set a goal for myself, like I'm going to do 10 barrows per day, I never do. Literally never do. Terrible at it. But I probably should set some kind of reasonable goal like that, like 20 Hydra kills per day to finish off this task, because I don't think I can just sit here and plug at it forever. I'm gonna burn out pretty fast. So I'm gonna go ahead and gear up for Motherlode Mine and head over there, and we'll be back to do that for a bit. See ya. There's mining 87, and that's probably going to be it for me for now. I'm probably going to come back and continue doing a decent amount of Motherlode Mine for me to finish a data entry project I'm currently working on. But after that, we'll get back to interesting stuff like fighting Hydra. I think doing, I don't know, 10, 20 Hydra kills per day is still a really good idea, and I'm going to try to make that happen as best as I can. Yo, good morning. I got some time. I'm going to try to get some Hydra kills in, and likely be back to Motherlode Mine. I got the Flame Skipper achievement. It's very exciting. More Hydra heads, which I get pretty frequently, it seems like. Probably could have picked another kill in there with that Super Restore drop, but I decided it wasn't worth it. Wow. Picked the right time to warp out. Died in my house, which I think means I lost nothing? I lost some bones on the floor, but I was coming pretty close. I think that was like 12 kills, so I was getting close to the 15 kill target. But I guess that's 20 for today, so I could be done. I'm tempted to go for the 15 kill achievement, and then I just don't have to worry about it ever again, but I feel like I'm gonna get more and more stressed out the closer I get, and I have to like scuff all the runs to make it possible. And I'm never going to do all the master achievements, so I don't know why I bother, but I feel like if I don't give it a try, I'm going to kick myself down the line. I feel like I should do it, try to go for 15 kills just once, make an honest effort, specifically at that. Basically just means don't use piety, right? Probably bring some extra potions and some extra food. I will give it one try. Plan will be to drop most of this on the floor during the fight, I think. Let's give this an honest attempt. Hopefully I don't start shaking on like kill 15, you know, and screw it up. Okay, so I'm gonna remind myself this. The target is 71 on this little Hydra kill counter in the corner. So I keep losing track of count. It's got Alchemical Grandmaster, and I don't know which one that is. So I'm gonna look it up here in a second. Oh, 250 KC. Okay, cool. It's kill number 15. I should have turned on the heart rate monitor. 15 kills. Okay, I'm gonna get the hell out of here because this is not worth staying here. I might try to bury all these bones if I can. I'm trying to pray accurately while burying bones. I got them all buried. I'm getting out of here. Whew. Working overtime. Jeez, that is a crazy achievement to go for. I didn't need it because, like I said, I'm not going to be doing any of the master achievements anytime in the next 1,000 hours. But now I'm not going to feel like if I have like 11 kills that I should stretch, and that's probably the smart thing to do. From now on, I don't have to care about that aspect, which is wonderful. If I was quicker on my feet, I probably could have made it out with more Hydra bones in tech, but I couldn't think. So I have the 2 rarest items that I want. I definitely also want these 4, but 1 and 181, probably going to be a while. I probably won't even see them during this task. I might get one of them during this task. If I get the Hydra tail, it's going to really inspire me to go attempt Vorkath some more. I'm routinely getting like 9 kill trips. Pretty good. I think that my brain needs a break from Hydra, though. I don't know how many kills I just did, but it was way more than the 20 target I set myself. So I think we're going to head back to Motherlode Mine for a bit. Quickly double checking some of the settings. I noticed some people get a collection log pop up, and I've never seen that. You'll be notified when you fail combat achievement tasks. That was a really productive session. 242k mining XP. I probably need to wrap up here, but be back tomorrow, in which I'll probably do another 20 or so Hydra kills. I'll try to stick to doing 20 per day. I don't know how long I'll be able to keep up with that, though. And I still have work to do, so more mining. Just in case we forgot, the reason I'm doing all this mining is to get to 92, so we can mine Amethyst, and getting access to Amethyst is going to make it possible to attempt the Inferno, to be honest, because we're really going to need those Amethyst dart tips. Good morning. I'm going to go do like 20 Hydra kills, and then possibly come back here. We'll see. Alright, that was pretty good. I'm gonna go do this hard clue scroll. We'll keep going. I think that was 9 kills there. I made it almost all the way through this clue scroll, and the very last step is a building step, so I gotta unequip shit. Ugh, hate it. Alright, let's open this hard casket. Some kind of stole. I think I already had the Gothic stole, but I'll go bank it real quick. Get about another 11 kills on Hydra, and then I'll find something else to do. Oh god, I think I'm lagging out. Oh, it was the servers. Okay. Maybe it was me, because I took a shitload of damage there. I think that was 20 kills. Let's see. Yeah, it was 20 kills. Cool. Let me go sit at a bank for a second. I should probably keep doing a daily Hespori kill, even though I'm not planning to go for the elite achievements. You know, may as well. Anything that's sporadic boss, I should try to knock out here. Let me try to do the kill Hespori without losing prayer points one. So that means I'm not allowed to pray. You put a thumbtack on the F2 key. Keep going to hit it. Wow. Oh, my Halley specs landed really well there. It's unfortunate that I'm doing this without prayer, because this might have been the speedrun attempt. Probably need to bring the Arceus spellbook whenever I do the speedrun attempt. Plant-based diet. And I got a new personal best. On the one without prayer. Fucking of course. Kill me. 48 seconds. 36 seconds. Jesus. I assume you just had to skip the final phase for 36 seconds to be possible. Alright, well I don't have to avoid using prayer ever again, so that's a nice sign. I'm going to try to start building an alchable tab, I think. Built up a decent cash stack from all these Hydra kills, so I'm going to go fill up my miscellanea. I guess I collected a little earlier than I normally would like to, but it's probably fine. You know, I got that Twisted Buckler to drop, and I'm probably going to end up equivalent exchanging it for a Dragon Hunter crossbow. Don't know what else I would use it with. But the Dragon Hunter crossbow is like 67 million gold, so I'm not doing that anytime soon. I'm just thinking out loud about future objectives. Actually, I got a lot of herbs. I might see what kind of potions I can make. It's not completely out of the question for me to try to take herb lore up a couple more levels. I'd like to get to 94 at some point and easily boost for super anti-fires and divine super combat potions, which kind of getting to a point where a divine super combat potion might make a difference in some of this content, especially if I'm trying to push the speedrun achievements. It's not a huge priority, but it's been on my list for a while, so I may as well see what I can make with my current set of secondaries, and a lot of this stuff I need to make potions anyway. If I remember right, extended super anti-fires are like potentially a huge source of extra XP too from all those scale shards I have from fishing infernal eels, so if I can get in range to boost to that with the botanical pie, that makes things way easier. There's a lot of secondaries that I'm out of here that I might go hunting for. Probably red spider eggs will be first because I definitely want to shore up my super restores and Ceradomin brews. I'm going to need a lot of those for Inferno attempts. So I miscalculated a bit on doing anti-fires instead of magic potions. My thought was like, oh, I'll get more XP because I'll make them into extended anti-fires, but I forgot that my lava scale shards are 4 per potion. So that's kind of a bummer, but I'm going to try to save a chunk of these shards for making extended super anti-fire potions in the future. So I go back and do more Vorkath, which is likely going to happen just to repay those bonds from splitting God Wars dungeon drops. Plus, I probably have enough regular extended anti-fires to last me for the rest of my career on RuneScape. Tens of thousands of hours, probably. I think I already did have that many, but it's fine. Yeah, I should have made... man, that's a lot of Herblore XP that I fucked up there. Should have made basically all of those into magic potions, because I have the potato cactuses for it. I think the reason I didn't was because I already had left over some unfinished potions from before. Yeah, that's a pretty massive fuck up. That's pretty bad. Oof. I don't want to think about the difference in the math. And I'm not going to be getting any more lava skill shards because that would be from fishing lava eels, which I have no intention of doing, or fighting lava dragons, which I definitely have no intention of doing. I am going to go get red spider eggs. I have to start with a seed of 12 of them, I think. Hold on. Alright. I'm going to do this Tower of Life thing to get a whole bunch of red spider eggs. This is going to take a while. Enjoy that it's being fast-forwarded. I should have enough now to make all of my snapdragons into super restores. I'm going to do that real quick. Okie dokie. I think I'm basically tapped out on herb lore for now. I would like to finish hitting 93, but I've got to get some more secondaries. Probably get pretty close using those irits if I can pick up 1,115 Eyes of Newt. And in fact, why don't I just do that? Because those are really easy to get. If you don't know the best place to buy them, I don't think Zahir sells them. Haberly, it looks like. Okay. Right, 93 herb lore, and I'm going to take a break. I'll see ya. Hey, I'm back. I was kind of in a situation where I couldn't talk much there other than to announce the herb lore level up, but we're 93 herb lore, which means we can now technically boost to make every relevant potion in the game. The one that would be a pain to boost for would be an extended super anti-fire, so technically I still want to get one more herb lore level, but I'm going to wait until I bank up a bunch of higher level herbs again like we had before. Although I'm curious, like, is it just a question of secondaries right now? Because I might consider pouring the Terramin, Guam, and Marantil. You get a lot of Limport roots. Probably should start doing that anyway. Switch this to magic potions now. Yeah, okay, so I guess technically I have enough in the bank to get to 94. I think it's mostly going to be those 3,500 Herolander potions being made into energy potions, which, yikes. Possible, but would take a very long time to get the secondaries for. This is just something that's going to be on my horizon. At some point, I'm just going to sit down and buy all the chocolate that's necessary for that and grind all of it up. Because once we hit 94 herb lore, I have no reason to, like, spend any effort on Herblore ever again, other than to just make the potions that I need, like brews and super restores. But now I'm able to technically make divine super combats, which I might want to turn some of my 275 super combats into divine versions. That could be nice for some bosses, especially for some of these achievements. But on the other hand, I also don't have that many crystal shards, and I'm going to need to save crystal shards until we can make the corrupted F-bow, which I know is a long ways in the future, but don't want to waste shards like I've already been doing. So all of that said, it's a new day for me, so I'm going to try to keep my promise and try to get about 20 Hydra kills per day. So let's go do that first. I'm doing fine in this attempt, but I need to type some stuff, so I'm going to warp out real quick. I'm going to try to get it down to that I have 20 remaining. Okay, so I still need to get 5 more Hydra kills, but I'm a little distracted right now, and it's affecting my ability to do the boss successfully. So I'm going to head over to Motherlode Mine just for a little bit, and then if things calm down, I'll get my other 5 kills. Worst case scenario, the next time I go for kills, if I wait till tomorrow, I'm just going to get all 25 kills because the task is almost done. It'll be easier when I actually have a goal to look forward to like that. All right, mining 88, 4 levels to go. That's not going to be trivial, but it's getting real slow now. Oh yeah, 10 hours until 89. 89 is an interesting level, though. Honestly, I've never seen Amethyst Ore before, so I don't know how close it is to the Mining Guild teleport, but I've thought about maybe going in there with Dragon Pickaxe Boost and Preserve and trying to mine it briefly and then warping out to Pool, but I have a feeling that it's probably better to just stay at Motherlode Mine. Maybe more possible, more reasonable at 90 or 91 even. At 91, I could buy a bunch of those dwarf potions that give you +1 mining. So I might consider that, but we'll see when we get there. All right, I got some time here to play attentively, so I'm going to go try to finish up this Hydra task. I might get interrupted along the way, though. We'll see. Now, I kind of want to try to do the Darok one. Maybe I'll do it after this attempt, if I remember. We'll see. The one that I keep failing for having more than 10 hit points just to get that pop-up to go away. It's this cool visual metronome thing that I'm not really using at the moment. I'm kind of using the Inferno theme is really close to 100 BPM. It's close enough to be helpful for me for practicing prayer flicking. But I'll probably end up using this once we get to the Inferno later. Actually, I probably should just leave it on, even if it's going to be annoying when you're watching it on a fast forward. Like, it's going to help my brain if I just see it there all the time, I think. I'll turn off the thing that makes it display on my tile. That's probably not necessary. Well, it is true tile overlay. Maybe I can make it a little bit less extreme, because right now it's white to gray. Let's do white to like kind of off-white maybe. White to translucent. Maybe that'll do. Let's see what the difference looks like. Anything. Anyway, Darok's. Let's give it a stat, I guess. Don't even get the Slayer helm. That's particularly brutal. Oof, I didn't even think about that part. Okay, this is probably going to go extremely poorly, but we got to give it a shot for the children. The plan is to go in, see if the boss uses range attack, and if it does, to warp out and just try again, basically. Hopefully I don't ever have to use this orb again in the middle of the battle, or to like manage region or anything like that. Not bringing any food because food is irrelevant. I guess I could bring food to try to tick eat, but I have never practiced that before, so it's probably not worth it. I kind of like that slightly transparent flashing tick effect. I might actually use that instead of the indicator. It's quite nice, actually, and it's not seriously in the way. Alright, well, we'll try just using that for now. See if it gives me the muscle memory for the visual when it's in my peripheral vision like that. Alright, so again, we're going to go in there and be ready to teleport out in case the boss uses a ranged attack on the way in. Just pray that that doesn't happen. That is a magic attack. Good sign. If I do that poison, I'm dead instantly. So honestly, the thing I'm really worried about is going to be the electricity. Having to go through multiple electricity phases is going to suck. I'm going to start running early here. Well, maybe running early was a mistake, come to think of it. Find out in a second. It was, in fact, a mistake. Okay. Should do the thing that I'm practiced in rather than fuck around with goofy shit like that. Try it again. I think I have to pay a set fee to recover from Hydra. I don't remember. Find out in a second. At least I can easily warp back. That helps. Relieve the sting a little bit. I don't need this. Like I said, I'm not going for Master and certainly not going for Grandmaster achievements, but I like to make the pop-up go away so I stop thinking about it. I don't know how many times I'll attempt this. If I keep dying to the electricity, I might need to bail on it. I don't know how to dodge electricity the second time, actually. That's a bit of a concern. Item retrieval service. 100k flat fee to unlock. Okay. I think that's quite a bit worse of a fee than if I just got charged the actual amount for dying, but what are you gonna do? I don't even know why I have the anti-poisons. If I get poisoned, I'm dead. I'll do a max of 3 attempts at this, so if I die 2 more times, we're just gonna bail. Come back to it some other day. The right initial attack, that's a good sign. Doing way worse than I did last time in terms of like DPS. Got a handle on dodging the poison at least, so that helps. Oh shit! I still got hit by it. That's a bummer. I guess that's usually not able to be felt. That felt like that was going to be a pretty good attempt because he wasn't going to get enough damage to do another round of that. That's too bad. I think I panicked and ran a little bit too early. That probably could have been the attempt. That's really unfortunate. Okay, weaker to slash or crush. It's probably worth knowing that before we go in. Warp. It's a wrong attack again, but I forgot to locator orb down, so probably for the best. I really appreciate that little pop-up that tells you when you failed something. Got the right attack there. Come on, phase change. Oh, I should have turned on the heart rate monitor for this. Holy shit. Need a phase change, come on. Don't miss. Oh, thank God. Okay. Should have it now, I think. If I don't screw up any of the perflicts. Magic was the last thing I got hit by. Whew, got it. Pretty good. Probably could have gotten it on the first kill. I just got psyched up by the electricity attack. All right, never doing that again. Beautiful. My hands are shaking. Jeez. 1 Grand Master task complete. I think that means the only ones I haven't done are the 2 speedrun tasks, which will probably never happen. There's a second Hydra leather. That's cool. Probably just going to sell that, actually. One of the few things that I can sell, and there's no reason to hold on to it. I will add it to my log just in case I lose my ferocious gloves for some reason in the distant future. Because the rule is if I sell something to the auction house, I'm always welcome to buy it back later. But still, that's pretty cool. It's money. Would have preferred one of the other uniques I don't have, because this doesn't ensure a drop rate. At least I don't think it does. I'll double check the drop rates after this. Maybe I can equivalent exchange it for something else. Oh, got my first death in a minute there. I think from this entire Slayer task, other than the achievements I was just doing, I just had a brain fart. I think that this boss is a lot more tolerable now with the new animation that shows you when it's changing attack styles, but it's still kind of frustrating in the sense that, like, if you look away, not even if you look away, but if you, like, daydream for a second, it causes problems. Looks like the Hydra tail is the same drop rate as the Hydra leather, so that's kind of like ideal. I can sell the Hydra leather and then buy the significantly cheaper Hydra tail, so I will probably do that. Now, I think the Hydra leather and the Hydra tail, one is 1 in 513 and one is 1 in 514. I know. Is that worth fighting about? I don't think so. I mean, they're both 1 in 500, right? Like, I'm not going to say, oh, anything that's 1 in 500 and 1 in 600 are the same thing. I think it's... Oh, wait, no, they are literally... They must be the same drop rate. Okay. No, I am fine with exchanging them, and I'll explain why. So, they are, in fact, the same drop rate. However, the reason why the Hydra tail is 1 in 513 and the leather is 1 in 514 is because it rolls the table in order, and you're slightly more likely to get the tail than the leather, because if it rolls 1 in 513, it'll always pick the tail first, right? And then if it doesn't pick the tail, then it picks the leather. So I would say that's the same. I guess I'll sit here and agonize about it for a little bit longer, but I honestly don't think that's a big deal. Especially since the Hydra tail is such a kind of a lame upgrade, and I need to fight Vorkath to be able to use it anyway, so... Maybe I'll just get it to drop in the next 13 kills, and that'll remove any ambiguity from the situation. Or I'll ask... Tell you what, I was watching a restricted Iron Man account recently who needed to make an exception to a rule and just pulled his community on it, so I'm just going to ask the folks in my Discord and my OSRS channel what their thoughts are, and if even one person objects, then I'll say no, I won't do it. That way it's not my fault, it's their fault. Alright, so just an update on the discussion in Discord. Looks like people are on board with me exchanging the Hydra leather for the Hydra tail for lots of reasons. The main one, though, is that the philosophy of Tin Man isn't, again, to just be a shitty Iron Man account. It's don't use trading to skip content, and we've already gotten hundreds of Hydra kills, so we're certainly not skipping a significant amount of Hydra by doing this. We've kind of done our due diligence with Hydra, I think. What it will do, though, is give me an incentive to do Vorkath, who I currently have almost no incentive to do other than money making, because once I get Vorkath kill, if I can get that necklace, I can combine it with the Hydra tail. So that potentially increases the amount of content we're going to do. I think that's a pretty compelling argument. The other argument is that it's clearly intended to be the same drop rate, that the 513 versus 514 is just kind of a weird artifact, and that there's some other basic understandings that, like, although Ranger boots and other medium clue drops technically have the same drop rate, it wouldn't really be cool or representative of the medium clue grind to exchange a random medium clue drop for a Ranger boot, which I did not do. So that's probably the route that I'm going to take with it. In terms of just thinking about Tin Man in general, I did mention that we had briefly instituted a rule that was when I get to the top 50k on the leaderboard for a boss, that I could then buy the items from that boss. And I technically used that rule to buy a Zamorak hilt and kind of the Armadillo helmet, because I remember I exchanged that U-Seed for the Armadillo helmet, which is something I still kind of feel icky about. I think that if I had designed Tin Man, well, first of all, you know, if I had been a veteran player instead of a newbie player, that would have changed things a lot. If I had designed Tin Man today with the systems that are currently in the game, instead of saying the top 50 kills, I probably would have said once I have all of the achievements for a boss, then it's kosher to buy the items from the boss if I don't have them yet. And in fact, I wish achievements had been out the entire time, because that would have been a really exciting solution and would have enabled things like, okay, well, you can't get this really rare drop from the boss, but you can do the really hard speed run, which is going to take you forever, you know? I guess I really wish that I had been able to do that, but achievements only just came out recently, so... Anyway, my point, though, is to say maybe I can reverse justify the kind of icky Zamorak hilt and Armadillo helmet purchases by setting that rule now and then going back and getting all the achievements at those bosses. I haven't made a determination either way, but I can see it being reasonable. But I guess I have made a determination that I will 100% exchange the Hydra leather for the Hydra tail. I think that's completely fair and not icky at all. The thing that I haven't made a decision on is, am I going to transition to this like combat achievement model for some of the missing items? Brimstone key, that's pretty funny. Alright, this is my last kill. Spent a lot of hours on this Hydra task. I'm excited to do something else, so hopefully he doesn't immediately reassign it to me. I might actually use a different Slayer Master for a bit just to make sure I don't get Hydra, even though I wanted Hydra badly before. Well, I guess I could switch and then just do the regular Hydras, because I think that they can still drop the pieces for the Brimstone Ring. I'll have to look that up really quick. If they have a comparable drop rate, I might prefer to knock out a shorter task against them, you know? I'll do the research after this kill. Task complete. Another Dragon Longsword. Bunch of crystal keys too. I'll probably go turn those in here soon. Don't need the Inferno music anymore. I haven't count any ticks here. Before I talk to Konar to get another assignment, let's see whether regular Hydras drop the other stuff, because I only need the other 2 body pieces. I don't need any leathers or claws. So it's 1 in 1800, but it's 1 in 361 on task, which is better, but not much better. The main advantage, I'm assuming, is that just killing a Hydra is less miserable. All right, I'm actually going to pause the clock and pause the recording real quick. I'll be back in a second. Okay, I'm back. I think I'm okay to keep doing Konar. The boss tasks have an okay wait. Let's see what happens. I'm probably going to have to change my blocks here, because I think I blocked some stuff. Yeah. Blocked Cave Krakens. I blocked Abyssal Demons. I blocked Hellhounds. I basically have to undo all of these, unfortunately. No, I spent all the points on it. Oof. At least unblocking is free. We'll reblock stuff here soon, I guess. Jellies in the Catacombs of Karen. Well, it's in the Catacombs, so that gives me a chance to get a Slayer monster, Superior Slayer monster, which I still would like to get that heart. It would be nice. Also, I need to kill Scotizo one more time for that last elite achievement that I don't care about too much, but I guess I would like to get it if possible, so why not, is what I'm saying. I have no idea what gear to bring for this. It's probably just what I have now, but with an Abyssal Whip. Well, I don't know or remember if jellies are weak against melee. What the fuck? Let me check. No, they're fine to melee. Okay, cool. I guess we can Ice Barrage this, but I'd rather not. I'm not feeling that level of attention. Oh, do they not have bones? I don't think they do. Probably have to change up my gear. I haven't done a Slayer task in almost a year. I mean, I did Hydra, but not like a regular Slayer task. I might want to look into skipping, like, or points boosting, Slayer reward points boosting. I think the way that you do that is that you use a really low-level Slayer Master. I might give that a try. This is probably much better to barrage. I guess I've got the Ancient, or the Master Wand now, so maybe I'll come back and barrage it. But for now, I gotta make some dinner, so I'm gonna go do that real quick, and then I'll maybe consider changing my approach. You know, I completely didn't think to use Thralls for Hydra to try to get the speedrun achievements. That's probably how you do it. Get a significant amount of extra DPS from that. I'll have to remember that for some of these other bosses and their speedrun achievements. Probably do it for Hespori as well. Although that speedrun is so fast that the extra damage is probably inconsequential. Hey, I just had a blue screen of death. I installed some new RAM in my computer recently, and it does not like it. So, recovered from that. I continued to attack for a little bit on the gaming PC. Probably killed like one more Spectre after the crash, but I fixed the life split timer and teleported out, so I didn't really miss anything interesting. I'm going to head back, though, because I'm almost done with that task, and I'm curious to see what the next one is. No superiors, which kind of blows. Task complete.
no superiors. Let's go see what the next one is. Give me something I can do a boss, please. Brine rats, Jesus Christ. Okay. I don't know if I ever got a brine saber. I may have. At least I finally have another unit that has bones. Jeez. Oof. Seems these guys don't aggro, which I forgot. It's a bit slow. I don't think I can use a cannon here, can I? I did get a bunch of cannonballs. Oh, well, there's the brine saber. What do you know? Maybe I did get one before, but I don't think so. Remember, I considered coming here for a while because I think that's got comparable stats to like the rune scimitar or something. 1 in 512, and I got him like a third kill coming in here. Dang. I might want to go get the cannon even though this place isn't multi-combat just because it'll force them to aggro me. And this is slow without it, so I'm going to grab it real fast. Assuming I'm able to cannon down here. There's nothing that says I can't, but there's also nothing that recommends it. About to find out if I had a brine saber before. I didn't get a collection log pop up, so I did not. Neat. It has no uses for me right now, but it's cool to collect that stuff. Wow, I didn't realize how much I had. I think that all of those cannonballs are from Corp. I think I got 6k from Corp, didn't I? That's kind of funny, actually. Yeah, wow. I must have just completely burned through them in my Slayer grind to 95, not even paying attention or realizing it. Well, I might regret using them on such a stupid task. Let me pop in there and see if it even works. Hey, I totally can build one. There was even a recommendation of a place to put it. Oh, I like the little unhittable icon. That's nice. Alright, that wasn't too bad with the cannonballs. Ended up using 328 cannonballs, which not bad considering how many we got from Corp earlier. Give me some with the boss. Yes, I would love to bring balance to the Abyssal Sire, and I am very happy that this is an Abyssal Sire task and not an Abyssal Demon task. So, and I can re-block Abyssal Demons after this. So let's give the maximum number, just so I can try to get as many of the achievements as I can. Let me look up what they are here. It's too bad we're doing this so much later because I'm pretty sure I really had this boss down, almost perfect. I had many kills where, let's see, kill 100 times without letting a scion mature. I've done that. Without being hit any tentacles, I've done that. Not taking damage from asthma pools, yep, done that. 250 kills, I think I already have that. Kill the sire after only stunning him once. I haven't done that before. Use vengeance to reflect the damage from the sire's explosion back to him. Jesus. Okay, I guess I'll try that. Perfect sire. Kill sire without taking damage from the tentacles, pools, explosion, or damage the abyssal sire without praying the appropriate protection prayer. I've definitely done that before, but we'll see how it goes. I don't need any drops from the sire, so this is really just to try to get the achievements. Probably didn't need to do all 39, but should be fine. I'm going to need to do several kills to remind myself how the hell to do this fight too, because it has been a minute. Oh yeah, this uses Arclight, doesn't it? Okay, well that's good, because I do have 1,000,000 shards from all that Scotizo farming. Did I not have Bandos before? I don't think I did. Darak and Verak actually preferred? I don't think so. Let me see. No, it's Bandos. Alright, well that's exciting. Probably gonna die several times as I remember how to do this fight. See if muscle memory kicks in. We had a shitload of sire kills on leagues too. I think I got 250 kills eventually. Pretty crazy. I remember doing this in a sort of cheesy way where I would teleport after killing the tentacles and then just run back as fast as possible so I could get in there with full stats, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get away with that for most of the achievements. So we'll do that for any remaining kills at the very end, but for now, First thing I think I'm going to try to do here is to do the one where we only stun him once, which I'm actually not sure how that works. I'm not sure if stun him once is you can then just push through it without stunning him, you know? Respiratory runner, interesting. So it's not stun him once, it's kill all the respiratory things in one stun. Okay, well, I gotta learn this fight anyway, so I am super rusty, yikes. Apparently I have some muscle memory, so that's a good sign. I don't know if the Scion one I'm going to be able to do, actually. We'll see. Abyssal Ashes, really interesting. Been nice if I had gotten those on my old kills. Oh well. Alright, so I'm going to have to look up some of these here. Dragon Claws, Crystal Halberd are recommended for the achievement. This is a hard tier? Oh, yikes. Alright, that one has me extremely concerned. We try to get some of the other ones here, like stunning him only once. It looks like the stun him only once one you can attack the respiratory systems early but not late is the problem. So it says something about bringing a long-range weapon. I think I can use the magic longbow for it. I don't know that I have to actually get the kill here. I might not need to. Let me try to just take out the bottom left two. I have to teleport out a couple times. Should be fine, I think. I don't know how often the respiratory systems respawn. Oh, son of a bitch, there's a person here. Man, why is this place so popular right now? Maybe I can just hit the boss? Is that not kind of stunning him? Maybe that's the problem. I don't even know if I can out DPS this. Let's see if I can safely warp out or if it's going to yell at me, because it might. I think it remains dead, it looks like it anyway. I think it still regens crazy fast, but... So you have to kill the Abyssal Sire at the end, so hopefully I don't fuck this up at the end. I'll probably warp out one more time once this one dies. So out of an abundance of caution. Keep hitting zeros, you stupid tentacle. Still might not work. I'll have to find out, I guess. Fortunately, he hasn't spawned any bullshit. Not having food here might be a problem, we'll see. A little worried. Don't die! Don't die! Big hit! Big hit! Big hit! Boss died, at least. I got Respiratory Runner. Oh, that's gonna be an expensive... That's gonna be an expensive death. Yikes. It's okay. At least I got Respiratory Runner, which unfortunately is the elite task. Grow up too soon is the one I really should be worried about. My fault for not grabbing more food. At least I did what's probably the most annoying one. 341k. Yikes. I probably should put some stuff in the coffer to help with this in the future. Good God. I guess we gotta bring this Crystal Halley and pray. Which means I should probably try to spec the boss as much as I can before actually... I think I should be able to do that. Just spec the shit out of him and warp constantly. I'm going to give that a try. I might be able to cast Vengeance too, but then I don't have access to my Shadow spell. If I were quick enough about changing spellbooks after I break the respiratory systems. Hopefully the 4 specs will be sufficient, we'll see. No, did it not work? Oh no, it totally did. Don't spawn multiple spawns on my attempt to do this, dude. Fucking rude. Oh right, I'm out of specs now. Oh shit, I fucked that up. This one seems like close to impossible. Don't whip me. Well, I got one. Problem is I need the hard one though, and I only have so many kills. I'm glad I took the 39 after all. I gotta do 3 warps if I want to have Crystal Alley specs at the end. Now what I don't know is how to deal with the ads in phase 2. I don't think I can kill them fast enough, to be honest. It has me very worried. I'm gonna try to do 2 rounds of Arclight specs, and then come back with a full spec and ready with the Crystal Halberd. I don't know if it's gonna cut it though, we'll see. I kill this thing before I warp out. I think it can mature while I'm gone. I don't know if he spawns a set number of them in phase 2 or what the deal is. By far the one I'm most worried about. Fingers crossed, I guess. Might try to hit him one more time, we'll see. I've only gotten 2 specs off so far. Fortunately, it looks like
teleporting out like this doesn't count against me, so that's nice of them. This is all for naught if one of these random spawns matures, though. So I think that's as many as I'm going to get. You just save up for the Crystal Alley then. Pray, I suppose. Maybe that means there's a finite number of enemies and after it explodes. Curious to find out. I'm going to try to focus them down, I guess. I got hit by the miasma, really? It must have just been just adjacent to it or something. Shit, already evolved. It's really annoying, even with all those specs. We just have to rush him down here, we'll see. This one should definitely be like a Grandmaster difficulty, and not hard. I don't know what they were thinking. At least Elite, I think. The amount of setup for this is kind of a pain. Mentions trying to ice barrage the spawn, so I'll try that. Looks like we might need to do the Vengeance trick. So if it doesn't work this time, I'm going to try to bust out all the stops. Should be able to change spell books in the POH. Need to get the Vengeance one anyway, so... Nice big hit there. Gotta try to blood barrage his bullshit though, as soon as they spawn. Fuck, already transformed. Just seems like a ridiculously hard achievement. It's very strange. Oh, do I not have 250 kills? Oh, no, I don't. I had 250 kills on leagues, right? Alright, I'm going to try to take out all of his respiratory systems except for one. So I don't think they ever come back. You need to be ready to switch to Vengeance runes, which is Earth, Astral, and Death, which makes me worried because I don't think I can kill the ads without... I guess I could try killing the ads and then warping out, because it looks like the beginning of Phase 3 the ads don't respawn. I just haven't been lucky enough to kill them yet. Vengeance is Earth, Astral, Death. Okay. Earth, Astral, GWH, BGS. I'm going to get by the explosion, so I can't get perfect sire on the kill that we get him here anyway. So it's not that big of a deal. Here now is that I run out of POH teleports, right? That's one DWH spec. Better than 0. Should you just summon an ad while I was teleporting? That's probably going to fail it. Look at despawn too, amusingly. So I can use this attempt to see if I can confirm that they stay dead when I spawn the Phase 3 ones. I need to bring gear to be able to hit them, to be honest. Fuck. I think they do stay dead, so that's a good sign. You still have a lot of time to kill them. I think I absolutely need the Vengeance damage for it to be possible. Alright, same thing. I'm going to take down everything except for one respiratory system. So I'm going to bring Mage Gear to try to barrage the Scions in the second phase better. This is really the hardest achievement. I think I was just muted. I don't know if I've been muted this whole time. I'm trying to do this ridiculous achievement called They Grow Up Too Fast, which I feel like should be a Grandmaster achievement. I gotta use a Crystal Halley. I gotta like BGS the boss down several times. It's insane. I don't think they intended for it to be this difficult at hard. But I'm gonna try. I'm gonna give up. Hopefully I have enough kills available in my Slayer task to do it. I just had a really good attempt, but the boss reset because I guess it takes a while to change your spellbook. So I probably need to do the spellbook change. Well, no, I can't do the spellbook change because I need barrage spells. I almost need somebody else to cast Vengeance on me. Maybe to have time to switch to Vengeance, I need to, like, hit him once after killing the Scions on the ground. I'm not sure. I got 2 Dragon Warhammer specs, so that's good. I just hit him like a truck with the BGS, so hopefully that part is sufficient. I guess we'll find out here in a second. I might try just rushing it without Vengeance and see what happens, but I'm going to hit him harder there, but what are you going to do? Fuck. Didn't get it in time. died in my house, which I don't think is a death. Let's see. It's probably enough of a time delay that I'm not going to make it back, but I'm curious. This is kind of bad. Like, I kind of don't like this challenge because it feels unfair. Seriously? Why did it despawn last time but not now? That's so strange. Maybe there's some RNG to whether it despawns or not. Alright, well that was promising at the end there. If I hadn't gotten screwed earlier in the fight, that might have been enough, actually. A couple Crystal Alley specs just killing him almost instantly. Time to keep trying, though. Here we go. But I at least was able to warp out there so that I didn't get destroyed by poison, because I would have paid another 300k in repair fees. Have to hit for 72 with the Dragon Warhammer. That's actually kind of bad, because now my BGS might force a phase change. See, I guess if it happens, it happens. I gotta warp out to refill no matter what, so I would need to walk under him whenever I teleport out to just reduce the chance that he's gonna spawn a Scion while I'm teleporting. It seems to correct for that. What I gotta pray for here is a really big Arclight hit to transition him into phase 2, and another one to transition him into phase 3, and then hopefully I get lucky with the grouping on the spawns in beginning of phase 3. Get rid of this ad before I force him to phase transition here. Okay, that was not the big hit that I was praying for, but... Shit. I mistargeted. And now I'm going to pay even more because I had all this magic gear on me. Jesus Christ. This is not fun. I am not having a good time. I don't know why Jagex made this a hard task. This is definitely Grandmaster because it requires just an absurd amount of shit. Even be possible. Oh yeah, I'm gonna. Whew, this might cost me like 1,000,000 gold. 482k. Holy Christ! You have such little time to take out the phase 3 spawns as well. If they stood still or something, it would go a long way, I think. Nope. And I died again and lost another 485k. This is just, it's like borderline unfair. I feel like you have to do this in a group. I don't know if this is even soloable. Maybe that's what they're getting at, is that, oh, you do this with a group. That's the way it's possible. What the fuck? But then your group members need to also have a task, don't they? It's made harder by the fact that the ads, like, I'm losing all of my profits from the Hydra to this stupid thing, by the way. Like, the fact that the ads spawn inside of the boss, so you have to right-click to be able to target them, is also not fun. I need this, so this is the whole reason I took the task, so I can't just, like, quit. I have to keep doing this. I mean, I could try doing it with less gear, so I'm not getting quite so badly punished whenever I fail. Yeah, it's like 500k every time I die. Jesus Christ. I'm surprised this didn't get tuned down in the first patch, to be honest. Very serious need of tuning. You know, I usually don't complain about this game. Like, this isn't normal for RuneScape, I don't think. Part of it is I don't think it's possible for me to focus down the boss as soon as phase 3 starts. I don't have enough DPS. I only get a few ticks before they turn into Scions, and the one time that I killed them, I warped out to try to keep preparing, and got in trouble for it. It despawned. I guess if I warp out and then don't try to change spellbooks, maybe that'll change things, but at this point I don't know. Wonder if I warp when he does his phase transition. Like, I wonder if as soon as he does his phase transition, if I warp out, if he will still summon ads, or if those ads will despawn before they become a problem. I don't think so, because earlier when I did the despawn, when I warped out, as soon as he summoned an ad, it turned into a Scion or whatever, so I don't think that's possible. Okay, I did exactly enough damage, so that's a good sign. This thing transformed, I swear to God, okay. Oh, I didn't warp. Shit. This might be a wash. Let's see. Nope. Fucking hell. I don't even know how to group them up to kill them in time. I guess I just got super lucky the first time I barraged them and they all just died. Maybe I need to use Ice Barrage instead? It'd be one thing if when they were spawnlings they had 1 hit point and they were like guaranteed to die so long as you hit them, right? If you like blow pipe them or something. That is not the case at all. Right, well, Crystal Halley spec one-shot him there, so that's promising if I can do that again. That's at least an okay sign. But I absolutely have to kill the ads at the beginning of Phase 3 because there's just no other option. I have to. Like, the time it would take for him to warp me back and run back to Crystal Halley spec him, they would already have transformed into Scion, so they need to go. But I think if they go and I warp immediately and run back without changing spellbooks, then it might just barely be possible if I'm perfect. Oh my god, it fucking reset. There's some randomness to that, I think. It must have been because I didn't punch him. Fuck. Warp, 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 warp. Every time. It just doesn't make sense that they mature so quickly. Like, maybe it just needs to be Halley specs as soon as the phase transition happens and fuck the ads, you know? I'll try that, maybe. I'm going to switch to Black D'hide, I think, for range gear, just to try to get the repair costs down from 500k. That part's not necessary. I really don't need this anyway. It's pretty ridiculous risk, to be honest. I think it's maybe possible to stun the boss without shadow spells. Let me check. Try to just hit him and see what happens. So I think I need to switch here. One of these teleports, I'm going to have to quickly hit that pool and hope I make it back in time. Or I guess I gotta put the magic gear away since my current strategy is just ignore the ads at the end and try to just rush down the boss. Alright, well, if we're gonna do this right, we're gonna need a stamina potion for this so that I don't also have to hit the pool while I'm switching spellbooks. Alright, he should be spec'd down enough now, assuming he didn't despawn. I'm gonna try to just burn him down the instant he starts phase 3 and pray, I guess. I don't think it's gonna work, but owe it to myself to give it a try that way, instead of trying to kill the ads. Oh god, don't special attack. I almost fucked that up really bad. Big hit, big hit. Good. That is a pretty big hit. Oh, I think I got it. Thank God. Holy crap. I need to go breathe, I think. Alright, I need to go breathe because I can't believe that worked. I got really lucky on the spec there at the end. Okie dokie, folks, I'm back. Holy crap. I'm glad it's done. I'm sad that I wasted like over 1 million gold on that stupid shit, but at least it's done and I don't ever have to do that thing again. I do need to get Perfect Sire still, and I need to get 250 KC, which I'm not going to get on this task, but that means I can't block Abyssal Demons right after this, which is too bad. So I'm going to gear back up and we're going to head in there and I'm going to try to get some achievements now. Like how you lose Perfect Sire if you do too much DPS and get teleported on the tile that has the goop on it. There's like nothing you can do about that as far as I know. It's just a random chance. Okay, I should be able to get it in 27 kills. It's a pretty low stress achievement compared to the other one. Bad luck again. Did too much damage and got warped to that tile. There's Perfect Sire. Okay. So I have done every achievement that's not kill count, which means I can calm the fuck down, which is nice. Just 100% confirm that everything is done except 250 kills. Okay. I got an elite clue scroll. That's kind of neat. Guess I'll go do that just in case the boss drops another one, although I think the drop rate's pretty abysmal. 1 in 180. Not that abysmal. Actually, I think I'm going to do this clue scroll and then go to sleep because I got to get up a little early tomorrow morning. So I will come back and do these 24 sire kills, and then we'll keep doing Konar and see what she gives us. But let me get this clue done first. It's kind of a fun little elite task. Get to have a certain runecraft level to pull it off. Skill challenge completed. Kill a Bloodveld. Okay. If I recall correctly, a lot of the Bloodvelds in the game are task only. So what's a safe Bloodveld that's not task only? God Horse Dungeon, Myrditch Labs. I guess Myrditch? I don't know. Alright, Elite Casket. What do we get? Nothing. Okie dokie, folks. It's bedtime for me. I will be back. I might actually do some group bossing with Chaos Factor. We're going to go back to God Wars Dungeon and try to get some of the achievements there. But still going to finish the Sire task. That's high on the list as a thing to do. See you around. Bye.
Hey folks, I'm back. We are going to do some God Wars Dungeon achievement hunting, but it'll be in about an hour or so. So I'm going to see how many more Sire kills I can knock out.
So, impressively, I maintained my muscle memory for this fight. Like, as long as I'm not trying to go for some ridiculous achievements, like the one where you have to keep them from evolving into scions. Like, this was not AFK, but close to autopilot for me, where I wasn't really having to pay attention in order to do everything that was necessary. So this is the last kill. I haven't gotten any interesting drops. This is the drop so far, which don't even pay for my deaths. But it's been nice doing these old bosses again that I had left behind. Probably bringing the Ash Scatterer here makes sense, even though I'd like to be able to offer the Abyssal Ashes with the spell for extra XP. I'm kind of waiting to bother with the Ash Scatterer until they add the patch that makes it give you full prayer if you've done the Elite Diary. Task complete. Basically nothing interesting dropped. Let's go see what our next one is. Hopefully something with the boss. I'm hoping for gargoyles would be great. I think the Sire was the only one. Well, Hellhounds could be a problem. I have to get specifically Hellhounds in the Taverley dungeon. So she could assign me Hellhounds somewhere else, and that would make it bad that I'm using Konar. But both Cave Krakens and Grotesque Guardians, as long as she assigns the mob, there's only one place they can be. Let's hope for the best here. Oh, Fire Giants. I hate Fire Giant tasks. I know it's a waste, but I think I'm going to skip that. Which wastes the points I just got from that last kill, but I really dislike this task. I guess I could block it. Probably a better use of my points. For now. Until I go back and reblock some of the boss-related tasks from earlier. Yeah, I'm going to block it. Feels less wasteful. Fossil Island Wyverns. I still haven't gotten anything interesting from those guys. It's only 25 kills, which helps. All right, I don't remember how to fight these guys, so let me look stuff up here. I think the gear setup I have here for them is super old, so Let me try to Google that a little bit here. Fossil Island Wyvern. I guess Dragon Hunter Lance works on them. That's promising indeed. Okay. Excited about that part. I do need to get more elemental runes. I'm almost out of fire runes, so I'll worry about that later. That's a wrap. Next week, expect some more achievements. We'll be doing some God Wars dungeon bosses, the Grotesque Guardians, Cerberus, that sort of a thing. I'm going to keep editing these to 2 hours and just publishing an episode until I run out of recorded content. I assure you there is more new old school RuneScape content to come. I just want to make sure I get all of this published first. It's also giving me time to record all of my new old school content. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.